Nigeria, believe me, it's time for us to start understanding what good governance is. Believe me, the man Peter Obi represents everything good in Nigeria. If not in systematic change, a lot of things will change if he becomes president. A lot.
Is there anything the Renewed Hope agenda have really done?
Renewed Hope agenda.
Yes, the Renewed Hope.
What are they renewing? Insecurity here and there. My brother, believe me, if we don't get this man Peter Obi in 2027, I don't know what will happen though. I don't know what will happen. God will help us though.
We've been having it back to back with 2027 election, and also we've been having activities going on between the opposition party and that of the ruling party of the government of the day, that is All Progressive Party, right? So election is out here now. A lot of individuals, speculations are out there, confusion are out there. So that is why we are looking for technocrats and leaders of various support groups and also of various parties to give us good information and clarify a lot of doubts going on with the people. So that is, I'm going to be having Mr. and Honorable Ikenna Claat. Good day, sir.
Good day, but that honorable needs to
be honorable. Okay, Mr. Just like Peter Obi, right? Better. So I'll be speaking with the Enugu State Coordinator of Obidient Movement. So good day. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
So speaking of Obidient Movement, a lot of people still don't understand the concept of Obidient Movement. Most people think that it's just an avenue to sell out their candidacy. What is Obidient Movement all about? Okay,
the movement is embedded with the man Peter Obi. And Peter Obi has this attribute of whatever we describe as new Nigeria.
Yes.
Character, competency, and so many other things.
Yeah.
So if you talk about Obidient Movement, is Peter Obi like people who understand the need to do the right thing for this country.
So you are saying that obedience is predominantly people who love Peter Obi?
Who love Nigeria, who love that new Nigeria, who love things that is right.
So the movement in Enugu State, as the coordinator of Obidient Movement in Enugu State, how have you impacted people of Enugu State, trying to represent your principal, Peter Obi, so far?
Since 2022, we've been here doing our thing. Because we believe so much in getting the right people. Not just the man Peter Obi, but other people that are following him.
Yes.
Have to represent what Peter Obi is. You understand? In Enugu, we've been doing a lot. Since 2022, we started with, when we started in 2022, for some of us who understand what Peter Obi represents, we are looking at individuals, not party. In 2022, the Obidient Movement, then, because we don't have the Obidient Movement like it is now, it's structured now. Then we'll have support groups, then Take Back Nigeria and so many others then. Then we are looking at individuals that understand what one being in the new Nigeria is. We support people from different parties to come to governance. We support some in PDP, then some in Labour Party, and so many things then. What we are looking at is individuals.
Okay.
Even in PDP, in APC, then we have these good people
candidates
there. Yes.
Okay. So representing that of Peter Obi, a lot of backlash has been going on with him. Maybe during the time he called for resignation of the president, Bola Ahmed TInubu. And would you also agree with your principle from what he said that TInubu must need to resign before even the 2027 election?
100%. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. Security, insecurity here and there. So many things happen in Nigeria. If you look at what is happening in Nigeria currently, TInubu is not doing anything. He's not doing anything. We have not seen leadership as far as the Nigerian context is concerned. Nothing. We've not seen anything. So our principal is right calling for his resignation.
Okay. So what does your principal represent, Peter Obi? Your principal, Peter Obi, represent according to your own?
Competency. Competency. You always say it. He is the most qualified to be the president of Nigeria currently. The most qualified candidate as far as Nigeria is concerned now.
Okay. So how have you preached this message to the common person in Nigeria?
A lot are going on currently. First of all, our concentration is the PVC drive, because we need to bring people in to understand the power that we have as citizens. Having our PVC is our right. We need to get it, because that is how we're going to vote Mr. Peter Obi in as the next president of this country.
Okay, so would you, just like you follow your principle, right? But on a personal view, would you have supported him moving from one party to the other, according to what a lot of criticism people have been, like he jumped from Labour to ADC, now in NDC, and also rumors are going that he might jump. So what could you say about that?
Mr. Peter Obi is not jumping to any party as at today. He's in NDC. He's going to be on the ballot. He constantly say it. I will be on the ballot. The federal government of Nigeria don't want Peter Obi to contest. But believe me, he will be on the ballot. About him, as you said, going from party to party. Believe me, he is doing the right thing, because a lot of people, like in PDP, when he was in PDP, they made it a money thing. And Mr. Peter Obi understand this is a citizen thing. This is him doing the right thing. He doesn't need to pay anybody to become the president of Nigeria. He needs to follow the right process for him to become that's what he is doing. That is what Mr. Peter Obi is doing.
Okay, so still going on the national politics, is there anything the Renewed Hope agenda have really done?
Renewed Hope agenda.
Yes, the Renewed Hope. That's Bola TInubu's. That's his own slogan, right? Have they improved the economy in any way?
What are they renewing? Insecurity here and there. So many things. Food scarcity. People are being killed in Benue, Plateau, and all that. What are they renewing? Are they renewing insecurity? Are they renewing bad governance? What are they renewing? There is no renewed hope anywhere. No renewed hope anywhere. None.
Okay. That's quite interesting. Now, there is a saying. Probably it's been a rumor anyway, but we are just trying to verify from you anyway, right? So there is this rumor that Mr. Peter Obi is still not the same as of 2022, that his popularity has drastically reduced, right? Unlike that of 2022. Could you say that this is true or not? Because the last time the Obi drive, it was massive. So how are you saying that, okay, do you ensure that the same Obi drive multiplies into 2 coming in 2027 election?
The support base is still there. The hunger and insecurity and a lot of things happening in Nigeria is making it even more popular now. Because nobody wants to get kidnapped. Except anyone wants to get kidnapped. Let it continue with the renewed hope. But as far as the Obidient Movement is concerned, what Peter Obi represents, the popularity is growing. Okay. Hunger is even doing it. Insecurity is even doing it. A lot of Nigerians are now politically exposed. They understand the need to vote good governance. It's not just about Peter Obi. He's not desperate to become president, but he's desperate to see Nigeria work. You understand? So if people in their right senses will understand, he's the only candidate that qualifies that. He's the only candidate that can take us from that renewed suffering to that new Nigeria.
Okay, beautiful. So what is your message to people who have not seen the vision of Mr. Peter Obi, people who still support that of the APC or PDP and all that? What's your message to them? Can you convince them to join your own movement as a person?
Obidient Movement is Nigerian movement. There is nothing to convince anybody about it. All of us are suffering. All of us are seeing what is happening in Nigeria. Mine is just to tell people to come out, get their PVC ready. We're going to vote this government out and bring the right person. Not just Mr. Peter Obi, but every part of Nigeria. The State Assembly, the governors, the National House of the Senate and the House of Representatives. We need to get the right people. We need to get people that understand this is Nigeria. This is our motherland. We need to get it right. That's just my message to everybody. Let's come out, vote the right people.
Okay. To be honest with you, APC during Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's regime, we are so much volatile. When I say volatile, they were they didn't restrict any words. They called Jonathan a lot of names, right? But why is it that Peter Obi support group, even Obedience included, right? People are still kind of like withdrawing some words, like withdrawing some criticism on this particular government. What could you say is fear of maybe intimidation from the current government and all that? So could you comment on that?
If you follow what Peter Obi has been saying constant every day, both his tweets and everything, we are not afraid of anybody, but we criticize rightly the way we should. We tell them what they are not doing right, not about calling people's name. For me, politics is not about calling people's name and all that, but telling people, this is where you are not doing well. This is where you are not doing well. That's just what we represent.
Okay. I'm curious. A lot of people are still saying that APC fears Mr. Peter Obi, right? Should the opposition party, should the government in power be afraid of Peter Obi? And why should they be afraid of Mr. Peter Obi?
He's the right person to take us where we want. He's the right person speaking truth to power. He's the only person saying the right thing the way it should. Others are just there doing what I don't know. But Peter Obi represents what all Nigeria are saying. The suffering, he affects him. He's an everyday person. He meets everybody in the streets. He knows what is affecting all Nigeria. So that's why I would say it's not them being afraid, but they know he's the right person that can take them out from that Asorok.
Right. Okay, now still going. Okay, let's go to the social engineers on Twitter. Let's head to X, the former social media called Twitter, right? A lot of people have been attacking the person of Peter Obi. Reno Mercury, even that of the presidential candidate Sowore and all that. Would you say that they are winning this manipulation war?
Is for Nigeria to tell. Nobody is winning any war. Are they doing all those things? Are they winning against insecurity, against the sufferings that is affecting the whole Nigeria? What we are talking about is what is affecting the whole Nigeria. The down people in Nigeria. The poor people in Nigeria. That's what we are talking about, not what one is saying on X and all that. People are suffering in this country. Every day, there are still kids, your forest kidnapped. People are suffering. That should be what they should be criticizing, not what Sowore or whoever said on X.
But a lot of people have been like, any problem that is happening in the country, they will want to be like, Peter Obi did not say this, Peter Obi did not say that, as if he's the current president of the
because
country.
Everybody knows that he's the people's president. We have one in Asorok, but we have one that understands what Nigerians are suffering. For me, he's the one that everybody Nigeria wants.
Okay, picture what Peter Obi can do for Nigeria. Could you predict what Peter Obi can do for Nigeria if he becomes the president 2027?
Believe me, the man Peter Obi represents everything good in Nigeria. If not in systematic change, a lot of things will change if he becomes president. A lot. When I say systematic change, when one is given a job, he knows if you didn't do the job well, the system will hold you. The judiciary will start doing their work. Legislators will know that this is work. We have work to do. A lot of things will be cut down from consumption to production. He always said this. You understand? A lot of things will start working if he becomes the president of Nigeria come 2027.
Okay. There is a problem also. Are you people still making proactive steps to protect your votes coming 2027? Because truth be told, there is going to be chaos. Most sitting governor, the sitting president may not even allow what is meant to happen should happen. So how have you people ensured that you are going to protect Mr. Peter Obi's vote as Obidient Movement?
My brother, let me tell you, the 2027 is Nigerian against the government. Nigeria against the people that are doing the bad thing. So about protection of the vote, everybody is suffering. The insecurity is affecting everybody. Nigerians will protect their votes.
How?
Believe me, it's not. I will put it here. The movement is have their own plans and strategy. Yes, it's not something that is there for the public. But with time, you will see everything. Okay. With time, you will see. But just to know, the hunger happening in Nigeria, the hunger, the insecurity and everything happening in Nigeria, people will protect their votes. The Nigerians will protect their votes.
Okay, beautiful. Mr. Claat, there's a question we normally ask into our guests. Mm-hmm. What kind of Nigeria, looking at everything going on in this country, what kind of Nigeria do you need? What kind of Nigeria do you need for your children and do you need for the generation to come?
The Nigeria that works. The Nigeria where the son of nobody will become somebody without knowing anybody. That's the type of Nigeria that we are looking at. Not Nigeria that is there for some people, for particular people. It's Nigeria for everybody. Nigeria that people will be secured. Nigeria education will work. Nigeria systems will work. Nigeria, you will be in your house, water will be running. Nigeria where you will get everything that you need to get as a country. Not Nigeria where one will go to Benue where people have been killed in Plateau and you will come to the airport and see some people at the airport and go. But Nigeria where the leaders understand the suffering of its citizens.
So what's your message to Obidient as a leader?
This is just, let me tell you, the Obidient, this is time for us to do more. This is time for us to know that the new Nigeria that we are working, fighting, and hoping for is near. Is near and is with us. Let us continue what we are doing. Let us continue planning. Let us continue strategizing. We will get there. 2027, Mr. Peter Obi will become the president of Nigeria.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Do you have any other remarks? Maybe am I leaving something behind, or could we still head towards the infrastructure development of TInubu? For instance, people are saying that he tried in roads, especially that of coastal roads and all that. Is there
road when people are being kidnapped? Road when people are suffering in the streets? People are not even having their 3 square meal to eat? Is that what we call infrastructural development? Road where the ones that we have is not even okay. Have you been to some of the federal roads? Yes. There is one Peter Obi was showing the other day. Too bad, and we are talking about coastal road. Hi, we have a lot. Nigeria, believe me, it's time for us to start understanding what good governance is. The job of the chief security officer of a country, first is to secure the
lives and property of Nigerians.
Is it being secured?
No.
Every day, from one story of kidnap here to what are we saying? Nigeria has gone from as if it's moving forward when we have some people to APC, bad governance. Bad governance. Trillions being borrowed here and there, missing money here and there. The DG of whatever happened, the story that is happening now with the Bajabi Amila, and what are we saying? Nigeria is going bad, with this present government. We don't have option in 2027. If we don't get it right, believe me, our doctors are leaving Nigeria in their numbers. What are we saying? A lot of things. Have you gone to some of our health facilities? Them themselves, the politicians can't even go to those health facilities. They go to London, go to France to treat themselves. If we have a working system, why would we want travel to go get all those things? Our educational system, zero. Health facility, zero. Insecurity, zero. Then what is the job of governance? My brother, believe me, if we don't get this man Peter Obi in 2027, I don't know what will happen though. I don't know what will happen. God will help us, though.
Thank you so much, and God bless you for speaking with us at the Nigeria We Need. I hope to have an interview with you again after or before the election period. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you. Thank you.